Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Sync Speaker Spotlight. My name is Jason Cenamor, the Chief Product Officer here at Sync USA, and I'm absolutely delighted to be joined today by Ron Calixto, the SVP of Services at Fuze, and Colleen White, Director of Product at Fuze. Ron and Colleen are going to be participating in and leading a discussion at the East IT Security Leaders Virtual Forum, taking place next week from October 26th through to the 28th, of which Fuze are a sponsor. The session Ron and Colleen are going to be leading is all around best practices for successfully navigating change management in today's evolving workplace. So Ron and Colleen, a very timely session, a very timely topic. At this point, I just want to kind of hand over to you to give a bit of an overview as to why this subject of change management is so important right now.
Yeah, I can kick it off. Thanks so much. So look, I think we all know COVID upended our lives in April. And at that point, there was a real focus on crisis management. How do we get people safe? How do we continue business in some form of operation? But I think as we've moved deeper into the year and as we kind of move past that initial crisis response, the focus has really shifted to kind of the longer term impacts of COVID and thinking a lot more about how do we make strategic changes from both an organizational and a technical perspective to ensure that we kind of keep productivity high and that we have kind of a sustained way of moving forward post-COVID. And Ron, is there anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Colleen. I think that it's really important to pay particular attention to change management as it's a shared burden that we all feel when we look at our employees, we look at our implementers, we look at our clients, all the projects that we're touching. There are a number of challenges that we all face together that will alter those workflows and those relationships. And we'd really love to share our experience and our thoughts on this, especially in the lens of today and today's challenges.
Excellent. And so for the benefit of those who are registered for the forum itself and are looking to obviously participate in your session, what do you intend to essentially cover during that discussion?
I can kick us off. Yeah, so I think we're really focusing on sort of that two-sided approach to change management, having both the organizational readiness as well as the technical readiness. So we'll cover a few real life examples from our customers and talk a little bit about some of the challenges that you can run into when one or both of those pieces is missing. And then of course, a little bit of our approach at Fuze and how we really mitigate some of those transitional changes.
I'd add to that one of the things that we all feel with our change management initiatives is the need to adopt change very rapidly. And we'll not just be looking at the what's needed now strategies, but also looking at speeding up our medium to long-term strategies to our technological change, to our organizational change. As Colleen stated, we're looking to walk you through a few examples, fun ones of what's not working, a few examples of what is working, and what practices we can all adopt to our businesses to really put ourselves into the category of working.
Brilliant. And for those who are obviously able to join the session, what do you ultimately want them to be able to walk away with and take into their jobs the following day? Colleen?
Yeah, I think again, kind of that focus on preparing both sides of the business, having your organization ready, having the right teams and people aligned to prepare for any kind of large change management exercise, as well as ensuring that you have that kind of foundation and baseline of technical readiness. It's kind of fun, actually. I know virtual conferences, as we were talking about a little bit earlier, are a little bit strange, but for a topic like change management, it's actually kind of a perfect format because every organization, every industry has gone through some kind of transformation and some kind of change in the last 10 months. And so, we're all living it every day. And so what are the things that we've observed? What are some of the best practices? And how can we help you think about longer term strategies for change management?
My take on it is that I'm really excited to speak in the room, the virtual room, simply because it's a room full of colleagues, of peers, of leaders, and it's a forum for us to all learn from one another. I'm really looking forward to the discussion portions. That's always lively. And what we're doing is we're taking that room and we're understanding what's successful in today's context and what are the things that we need to look for, and not just learning from a sole source of information or pioneering it ourselves. So that's something I'm really, really looking forward to.
Brilliant. Well, as mentioned, very timely session, sure to provide the attendees with a lot of value. And to Ron's point, a great group of peers getting together, all based across the East Coast, to share experiences with one another. Part of the session will also include a very open Q&A to allow the audience to really interact with both Ron and Colleen and get their thoughts and guidance on how they can effectively start in implementing some of these ideas and strategies the day following the conference. So very much one not to be missed. For those of you who are already registered for the event, do go ahead and make sure you save your seat. For those of you who aren't yet registered for the conference, as mentioned, this is the East IT and Security Leaders Virtual Forum taking place from October 26th through to the 28th. Fantastic week of content we have scheduled for everybody involved. So do please save your seat. One of the other beauties of this virtual world is there's no capacity, there's no ceiling on how many people can watch these things. So I'm very much looking forward to welcoming a fantastic audience together, welcoming Ron and Colleen and the Fuze team as supporting partners for the program. And we're looking forward to seeing everybody there. So in the meantime, Ron and Colleen, thank you very much for your time. And to everybody else, we look forward to seeing you October 26th through to the 28th.